Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery here. It's a beautiful Friday morning, July 12th, 2024. We get together most weekday mornings at this time to talk about strategies, tips, techniques, share success stories, and support each of you. Today, we're going to have a very practical discussion, and it is based around the question, how does it work? Hopefully, my screen shared here so you see the question in writing. Have you been asked, if you've been out talking to prospects about how we can help them access capital to start or grow a business, have you been asked this question? How does it work? Depending upon the accuracy, the succinctness, and the attractiveness of your answer will probably determine if that prospect moves forward, goes to your landing page, and completes it, which will allow them to be able to get the money that they need and for you to get paid at least 5,000. Because as an affiliate, you're paid 5 points, 5% of each referred in client's capital raise. Well, the grant requires us to work with them to receive at least 100,000. So if you're receiving 5% of at least 100,000, you're making at least 5,000. So we're going to go through some specific scripting. Do you have to do it this way? No. But this is how I would answer the question if someone asked me, which they often do, how does it work? So let's get started. So we're going to go bullet by bullet. So first we need to hit them with an overview, a quick introduction, but then we're going to give them step by steps because we're not going to skirt the question. We're not going to be anything less than transparent and honest and accurate. We're not going to be. So we're going to be accurate, honest, and transparent. But we need to start with a quick snippet and then we'll get into the process for them. So we have 315 smaller group today, 316 now, 316 of you on. So if any one of you, let's say Todd, who's on this morning, welcome Todd. He just joined. I think he was the number 316. So if Todd asks, well, Tom, how does this work? And I'd say, well, Todd, we received a grant to help small businesses get funding to start or grow. Now, Todd, I need you to know there's no upfront cost. Because of the grant, there's a minimum of $100,000 capital raise guaranteed. We're going to be getting you the initial funding offers within a day, within 24 hours. We can get business funding even if you have a score, personal score as low as a 500 FICO. Absolutely, startups qualify. There's no minimum time in business. And we'll be able to get you your first round of funding in 5 to 7 days. I'm going to pause my script. So there in one blurt, so I didn't pause to ask Todd if he had any questions during that blurt. I wanted to get that much information in front of him so he understands, yes, this conversation is worth his time. He wants to hear more. That doesn't tell him how it works, which is what he asked, but I needed to give him a quick introduction. Any questions, comments, concerns on that introduction? You can type your questions or comments or concerns into the Q&A question and answer box of Zoom. Is everyone good with that initial introduction? Now we could talk more, but we need to talk in small blurbs because Todd's busy. He's got other things he wants to do. Your prospects are busy. We need to get them enough information that paints a broad picture. Then we can drill into the process. Everyone good with that introduction? Okay, great. So I'm not going to avoid Todd's question, which is how does it work? This is really more of what is it? Now I'm going to answer his question of how it works. So Todd, I'm going to give you a link to my landing page. All I need you to do is to fill out 4 pieces of information, Todd, and I know you'll know it's easy. First name, last name, phone number, email. Pause in the role play. Now, if I really want to ensure that Todd does it, I shouldn't just send him the link, because all of you should have a landing page, right? Everybody has a landing page. If you don't have a landing page, you need to get with us and say, where the hell's my landing page, Tom? But assuming that you have a landing page, so you have a link, this is where you would provide the link to the prospect, in this case, Todd, in the role play. But if you want to be really good at what you do, you would text your prospect your link while you're on the phone with them and make sure that they received it and walk them through this process. So do you have to do that? No. If you want to do it passively, that's okay. But I'm giving you the best practice. So instead of just sending Todd my link and saying, hey, good luck, I would stay on the phone with him while he's completing these subsequent steps. Make sense? Okay, so now I'm going to text Todd my link. So bam, he gets it. So then I'm going to say, okay, Todd, we need to go ahead and fill out that link with your first name, last name, phone number, and email. Did you do that, Todd? Okay, great. In just a moment, you're going to get a text. And this text is giving us permission to communicate with you. I know it sounds kind of silly, but we want to be legally compliant. So when you get that first text, Todd, what I want you to do is type yes, Y-E-S, and that's going to allow us to communicate with you so we can go ahead and work on your application for funding. Pause in the role play. Make sense? So again, I mean, this is the step after they fill out your landing page, but I'm telling you, if you'll take a few minutes of your very busy, very precious schedule and stay on the phone with them and walk them through these steps, you're going to have about a 97% conversion rate. The conversion rate is nearly 100% if you show that you give a shit, you stay on the phone with them, and you walk them through it. Now, I'm not pressuring Todd. I'm not trying to get him to buy something. I'm just answering his question, how it works, and I'm trying to get him engaged in the answer. Make sense? Okay, let's go to the next bullet. All right, Todd, in about a minute, what you're going to do is you're going to receive a simple one-page application. Now, I'm going to help you fill it out. It's not very difficult. On the top half, Todd, it has business information. Now, if there's questions on that top half, you don't know, you don't have, it's okay. You can leave it blank. Or if you don't have a business at all, everything's going to be blank. That's fine. On the bottom half, it's going to be information about a key person, a business owner, someone that owns 20% or more of the business. And I'm assuming that's you, Todd, right? And most likely you'd say yes. Now, Todd might say, hey, I have a business partner, or I have two business partners. I'd say, well, that's okay. Let's get this completed with you now. And then we certainly can come back and also fill out an app for every business owner with 20% or more ownership. But let's get you taken care of now. So literally what will happen is 1 minute, they're going to receive a text with a link to that application. So again, if you want to be passive, you could have sent your link and you could move on to go watch ESPN or CNN or whatever you're going to do with your time. But best practice would be stay on the phone with the prospect when they get the initial text. So they type yes. When they get the follow-up text in 1 minute with the application, and stay on the phone with them while they're filling out the application. Again, if you do that, you're going to have almost 100% conversion. If you don't do that, you'll have less conversion. So what we're doing is, for those of you that join late, we're answering the question, how does it work? When someone asks you, well, how does it work? We're going through some scripting and techniques and best practices to answer that question and concurrently get the client enrolled. Any questions, comments, concerns so far? Okay. So what's happened? We've given them the introduction. We've helped the prospect fill out the information on your landing page. Everyone should have a landing page. If you don't have one, get with us. We'll fix that. We let them know they're going to get an initial text. They need to type yes. And then 1 minute later, they got the application, and we literally stayed on the phone with them, if you're following the best practice, and helped them fill it out. You're not pushing them. You're not pressuring them. You're not selling them anything. You're just simply showing you give a shit and taking the time to walk them through it. So let me ask a question before I proceed. If you can respond in the Q&A, it's like chat, a Zoom. Are you, each of you now, normally helping people apply or just giving out the link? If you could respond, I'm interested in how each of you are doing it. It's okay either way, but type a word, helping, or I guess not helping, just 2 words. Just curious, each of you, what your current protocol is, because I'm making it very clear if you stay on the phone with them and actually help them apply, you'll have almost 100% conversion. My concern is some of you are not taking the time to show that you care, to show that this is legitimate, to help them, and then you're having fewer conversions. And like Bill's on the line, Bill just joined us late. Welcome, Bill. Some of you are using our Facebook campaign. Well, the Facebook campaign is great in generating leads, but we still need to take that lead and get them through this process, right? Because this is how you get paid. If you can master what we're talking about here, you can make a shitload of money, and many of you are. So let's go on. Next step. All right, Todd, and when I use Todd, for those of you who came late, we're just kind of role playing. Todd's actually with us on the Zoom. I picked a name out just for role play. All right, so Todd, when you submit that, it's going to ask you for a 5-digit PIN. And see, that's, pause the role play. That's how I know if Todd's really doing this, which you wouldn't expect people to lie to you. But once Todd has completed that one-page application, what do we know? When they hit submit, it's going to ask them for a 5-digit PIN. That's two-factor authentication. That prevents fraud. That's going to be emailed to the prospect when they're completing it. So if they never get to the PIN, you know that they're bluffing you or something's off, because the PIN is required for final submission of the application. Now, they can't make up their own PIN, and no, you don't give them the PIN. Again, it's emailed to them. But again, if you show that you care and you stay on the line with them, then because it's familiar to you. And if it's not familiar to you, let's today, as soon as the Zoom's over, go to your landing page and go through these steps, because we can talk about how to tie your shoe, but until you've attempted to tie your own shoe, it's not real relevant, right? It's called experiential learning. So I pray and hope that all of you have gone through these steps yourself on your landing page, which it's what I'm saying is truthful, but that way you have experienced it as well as just heard about it. All right, so now Todd's got his PIN, he put it in, now it's to us. So he's now applied. So then this is what I would say next. All right, Todd, once you've completed that, we're going to go ahead and put together some loan offers for you. What's great, there's no hard inquiries. You'll be able to pick the offers that you want, decline those that you don't. Everyone receives at least one offer. Many people receive many. And this is going to put some quick working capital in your pocket now if you want it. And so that's truthfully what happens. And so it'll come into our system. We do a lender match. There's no hard inquiries. We identify what they qualify for now. We communicate that. And then Madison, who's on our Zoom right now, our funding coordinator, will then call that individual to help them accept the offers they want and answer questions. So they're going to get a real person calling them, offering to help 100% of the time. It's part of the process. So at that point, you're not involved with the inner workings. Our staff will take it. But again, I know some of you want purely passive income, and I respect that. So you don't have to stay on the line with them as they go through the steps. You could delegate it or just leave it to the prospect to do it on their own. I can only tell you how to optimize your success, how to optimize your income. It's to show people that you give a shit and stay with them while they're going through the steps, and you'll have almost 100% conversion. Okay, next. Then what we're going to do, Todd, is we're going to assist you in creating a fundable business. Now, that's not going to be instant. That's going to take normally 30 to 60 days, Todd. Is that okay? Now, we'll get you whatever you qualify for now. But if you don't qualify right now, Todd, for everything you want, then that's where we're going to roll up our sleeves, and we're going to work with you in building out your loan package, meaning like your business plan and financial projections, and making sure that you have strong 3 C's. Remember what the 3 C's are, Todd? Credit, meaning business credit, collateral, and capacity. Now, what we've not done is told Todd how he pays. We've told him there's no upfront cost, which is true, but it's not a free program. right? Don't tell them it's free. Now they get the funding proposal for free, but the funding is not free. So we don't want to misrepresent to anyone. So that's where we're going to wrap it up. And you'll see this is the last bullet of explanation. You want to answer their question, hopefully, before they even ask it. Even if they don't ask it, well, how much does it cost? You want to clarify. Okay, Todd, there's no upfront cost, so you're going to love it. The way that we're paid, it's just like a realtor. Have you ever bought or sold a house, Todd? So the realtor got paid at closing, right? Well, we get paid 10% of the capital raise after each tranche, each round of capital. So we're being truthful to them, and it's okay. Now, what I like to do is maybe different than what you're comfortable doing, but I'm going to tell you what I do, why I do it, and how well it works. But if you don't want to do this, you don't have to do it this way. But I would go ahead and come clean with Todd. I'd say, Todd, if you want to reduce your performance fee from 10% to 5%, what we can do is we can set you up as an affiliate, and that way you're paid the commission off of your own deal as well as any others you may refer in. And when I do, pause, role play, when I do this, I'm getting about 80 to 85% of the prospects to become an affiliate. Now you might say, well, why would you want to do this? That this is cutting yourself out of the deal. No, not at all, right? Even though we're not MLM or network marketing, we have override commissions. So affiliates make 5%, master affiliates get a 2% override. So what you could do is you could convert this experience from being one commissionable event to being 10, 20, 100, or 1,000, because now I've just taught Todd how to be an affiliate. So if you want to be a master affiliate and develop affiliates, you've literally just taught Todd how to do the process. Sure, you're going to make 2% instead of 5% off of his capital raise, but now you're positioned to make 2% override off of every referral that Todd submits in. Makes sense? So with that being said, here's our phone number. If you don't have a landing page, please call us. Now, if you're a current affiliate, you should be working with Charlotte. Charlotte is our affiliate manager. She has a different phone number. If you don't have it, let us know, but you should be in contact with Charlotte. If you need to email us, you can email us. If you need to get funding for your business, here's the link. It'll bring you here, but all of you should have a landing page that looks just like this. If you are not an affiliate but would like to become an affiliate, we welcome you to. Frankly, we just trained you, right? This is what you would do. You'd get a free landing page and you take people through that script. So this is where you can go become an affiliate. And then we also, this is left on there just from our prior training. We have a quick cash program where we transfer 10,000 of receivables over within 24 hours and help you liquidate it. But that probably should have came off. That's not relevant today. So with that being said, let's see if we can stretch it out. We've gone through the script of how to answer the question when someone asks you, how does it work? We not only gave you the script, we also paused and helped with strategies and techniques to be successful. I believe that if you follow the guidance that we've provided you today, that you should have well over 90% conversion rate. Well over 90%. So who has questions, comments, concerns about what we've discussed today, what we do, how you make money? What is it that we can do for you today? But again, if anyone does not have a landing page, that's a problem, because as an affiliate, your job is to drive people into the landing page. And again, you could just drive people to your landing page and forget all of this and just let people find their way through the process. And that'll work. But to optimize your income, you'll take the time to show them that you give a shit, that you care, and help them understand the process and walk them through the process, and also extend to them the opportunity to earn the same type of adult income that you should be earning. And by doing so, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now they have income and you're getting override. Questions, comments, concerns before we break today? On Fridays, we always try to get out a little early so we can get to work and wrap up our week. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great day. Let us know if there's anything that we can do for you. Make sure that you have your landing page. If you don't have it, let us know. This script here, I know some of you will end up emailing me and asking for it, but what I want you to do is to replay this recording and pause it and write it down. Write it down. When I was in college and graduate school, one of the ways that I was able to assimilate a lot of information is not just by listening, but by doing. So by hitting pause, getting your notepad out or typing it on your virtual notepad, take the time to pull this scripting, type it or write it for yourself, make edits the way that you feel that you need to, and then just get really comfortable in explaining to people what we do and how it works. We can help a lot of people and you can make a lot of money. Our goal is for every one of you to make at least 100,000 a month. Not too good to be true. Help one person a day, 20 a month times 5,000 and you're there. All right. Thanks everyone. We'll see you back Monday morning on the Zoom. Bye-bye.